Let the mountain come to meet you. Let its energy come and touch you. Just allow. Let it kiss you. Be fluid. Be soft. Let your essence meet the mountain. Because that's the same thing. The essence of the mountain, the essence within you, it's the one vibration. If there is any resistance to recognizing the truth of that statement, surrender it. Take a chance and let it go. The manifestation of your body, of your mind, is another version of the same thing. There is only pure consciousness. That's all that's ever manifesting, is pure consciousness. Or God, or love. Find a word that works for you. Whatever you imagine is different, is only your imagination. And you can let that go. How life is to be lived will show itself to you. It will push through. It will push through. But the more fluid you are, the less effort it has to make to push through your remaining ideas and beliefs and conditioning. Let it have you. Any effort in controlling and managing any of it is a huge waste of energy. But you're going to need huge courage to let your essence be in the driving seat. Invite your essence, the essence of the mountain, the core of what is, of what you are. Invite it to take over so that you can bow down to that. So that your personality can bow down before the essence of what you are. Switch the order. It's not you going in. It's the inner that is shining, bursting through. Step aside. Let your personality bow down to your essence. The surrender is to the essence of what you are. This mountain is a great mirror. Use it. Let it kiss you, swallow you, touch you, embrace you. Turn you upside down and inside out. Let it do whatever it needs to do so that you bow down to what it needs to show, to manifest, to play in this manifestation. Whatever is in the way can be set aside. It truly can be set aside. It's of no importance unless you give it your attention, unless you give it some power. Shift the power to the mountain. Shift the power to your essence. Shift the power to pure consciousness. Shift it to that knowing inside. And that knowing, you can recognize it because your mind doesn't know what the heck it is. Your mind can make no sense of it. Your mind can't even describe it. That knowing is what I'm talking about. That stuff. Bow to that. Your personality is a tool being used by that. Get the sequence correct. Ask the mountain to show you the correct sequence. What's in charge and what is the servant of a higher power. And how do you hear that higher power? How does it work for you to listen to it? How can you give it volume? How can you bow down to it? Ask it to bring you to your knees so that you can bow down to it. So that you can learn how to trust it. So that the fight can stop and the efforting can stop. Let it have its way. It does know what's best. It only has divine will in its essence because it is divine will. It is divine. There's nothing else unless you imagine that there is something else. There is nothing else. Nothing else. Unless your mind has created something else. And the magnificence of your mind can do separation really well. It can do things other than divine will. It can do stories. It can do a heck of a lot of stuff. Let your mind be a servant to that which moves all. Let it show you. And honor that without exception. Honor it. Stop supporting your self-image and how it looks and neediness and specialness and your self-doubt. Stop supporting that stuff. That's the stuff of separation. That's the stuff of your mind. That's the stories of your life. Stop supporting it. You cannot bow down to the stories and to divine will. You cannot bow to both. Are you serious about this or not? What do you bow down to? If your life will fall apart or your life will turn out beautifully, that is so insignificant to what we're doing here. It's like trying to turn the direction of one leaf on a whole tree. You know, it is of no significance. But if you're just looking at that one leaf, then you're going to do your best to control it and make it turn out right according to your ideas. What are you as pure consciousness doing, obeying a set of stories? Okay, you've taken a lifetime to build these stories. So what? So what? They're going to be taken from you anyway. When you're alive or when you die, they're going to be taken from you anyway, these stories. They're a load of bullshit, these stories. You want to continue bowing down to them until you die, and then maybe incarnate again and bow down to the remaining ones and gain more and keep going? What? Why would you do that? You're pure consciousness. You're all of it. You are God in form. You're as big as it gets. You're all of it. But you have a capacity to listen to thoughts. And this is the game that you're playing. It's 24/7. You are divine 24/7. You can't switch it off. But when attention is on stories, it seems like you switch it off because something is not that interested. Something invests in the stories being the thing that's in charge. My goodness. Such a raw deal, huh? There was no difference between the essence of that mountain and you. There was no difference at all. Recognize that that is so, and let's start there. I'm not giving you a new concept. I'm asking you to remember. Remember. Remember what you knew 100 years ago. Remember. Remember what you'll know in 100 years' time. Just something that, any window at all that will get you to rest in your divine nature. You are all that is. Having a bit of fun in a body. The fun can still be had, but stop believing that it's what you are. It never was what you are. And by now you would have discovered when you imagine that your stories are what you are, it gets pretty crappy. Is there a knowing that what you are is God? Is there a knowing? Is there a knowing? Wake up that part of you. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. This is not for the personality to wake up. It's your divine essence. An invitation to your divine essence to be the one who always is behind every action, every thought, every movement, every gesture. Your divine essence. And let your personality bow down to that. Wake up your divine essence. Wake up. Do not let your personality try to grab something from this so that your life can be better. That is not what we're doing here. Your personality is a needy little git. It will always be needy. Let it bow down. Let it bow down. It is no longer master. It will always be a drama queen. Let it be a drama queen. But do not let it motivate what you do, what you think, what you say. It is not who you are. Stop trading. Stop trading. Enough of having your divine essence sitting in the background while it plays in complete ignorance as a personality, as a body mind. There is no knowing what that divine essence will do. That's the level of surrender. You don't know its next move. You don't know what it's going to say. You don't know if it's going to get up and leave this room, or you don't know if it's going to eat this evening. You don't know. You don't need to know. But your personality is going to have to trust it. Your personality is going to have courage. Your personality is going to have to kind of jump off the cliff a little bit and bow down. And be a servant to what you really are. Wake up. Wake up your divine essence. Enough. Any excuse that your mind is going to come up with will be pathetic. Pathetic. Can you see that? It's going to be pathetic. But if you invest in it and give it importance and give it value, you won't see that it's pathetic. Hello, what I am. Hello, what I am. And welcome home.
Om